I think we just missed the train. Welcome to Hicksville. For this shift, you'll be completing the final leg for a train to Penn Station. You just missed me. According to this game, they takes me about for an hour. So if you're gonna tell me I gotta see her for a damn hour, ain't gonna be good. Oh, you could see some M3s come in though. It's kind of nice. I can wait, I'm fanning these M3s. Do we not believe in opening doors? Let's see where we're stopping today. This train is stopping at Westbury, Carl Place, Mineola, Maryland Avenue, New Hyde Park, Floral Park, Jamaica, Penn Station. Haven't run the M7s in a while. DTG does not care if they have a rail fan to help them. They are offered tons of help that they don't even have to pay for. They still don't take the advice. Man, that horn's bad. Why am I limited to 40? They also need to learn the difference between an interlocking you're crossing over in and one that you're going straight through. Because if you're going straight through, then you get speed limited. If you're if you're diverging, you get speed limit. If you're going straight through, you shouldn't. Unless you're playing Train Simulator. Man, these things need help in the sound department, in the horn department anyway. They're not awful. They're a lot better than the M3s. But they need a little help. No, they're not. They don't even try. Now, I know you all have probably heard my comparison on the M3s. I don't have in-cab sounds for the M7s, so I can't do that comparison. But it's not that different. I'll put it that way. I hit the button a little too early. So if you listen carefully, the door sounds are wrong on the M3s, but they're just a copy of the one from the M7. If you listen carefully to the horn of the M3s, it's just a copy of the one on the M7. What else is wrong? A bunch of other stuff is just copies from what they used here. And it's not even close to being right. Hello, sir. How are you doing tonight? I guess, yeah. But like, when they made the M7s, they're not that bad. They have problems, but they're not that bad. And then when they made the Caltrain stuff was really good. I really enjoy those trains. So, you know, before, when everything was sort of a standard level of not right, you sort of forgave them for everything because it was like, you know, okay, they're just not good at this. Then when some stuff started coming out that was really good, you're like, hey, they're stepping their game up. This is great. And then they put the M3s out. And it's like, what the hell is this? Okay, why was his doors opening just as loud as, or louder than when my doors open? So, King 101, yes. Brian Monroe, yes. That answers both of those questions. Why couldn't they? Laziness. Are the M3s still running? Yes, they are. Thank God. There's no way this many people are getting on here. Holy smokes. So the M9s were supposed to replace the M3s, but because the M9s are so delayed and have issues and all sorts of stuff, they are ending up refurbishing some of the M3s and keeping them around anyway, so that they're replacing them slowly. I'll say they're spending the money to put PTC in a whole bunch of the M3s, so they're not planning on scrapping them tomorrow, at least. Yeah, the scenarios are painfully slow with the doors. But I think the M7s were always slower than the M3s are. I don't know. It seems like they're doing at least some work on the M3s to make them better. Or to, make them run and all that. They're upgrading stuff. Yeah, this horn is This is the train to Penn Station. The next station is Maryland Avenue. Oh my god, just get the on and let's go. If a Long Island really sat here this long. There were a whole bunch of things they're supposedly doing. That was new. But they've also had, like, several issues, and who knows. You can't get train cars built well anymore. Ah, crap, I got up. I was about to say, where's my propulsion sounds? Oh, not with that signal, I don't. Okay, I'm starting to think they may have just picked random signals to show sometimes. If the game doesn't care, I don't care. The way it showed the boxes was that I was going to have one car out anyway, so. I love how they do this. They put characters, or whatever you want to call it, people, standing in the middle of the entryway so you can't actually use the damn door. People, the train is here. And then people don't get on either, so I just don't get this game sometimes. Let's go. New Hyde Park next. I think we'll go M3 Horn at New Hyde Park. So they're delivered that way, but they're not under their own power at that point. They're being towed. Hello, sir. Oh, these dwell times are killing me. Right at the edge of the crossing. They just don't have them on. They don't put the third rail shoes on until they get to, till they get on property. Even with subway cars that are trucked in, they don't have the third rail shoes on. Like when they delivered New York City subways. Oh, you're freaking kidding me. When they deliver the 179s for the subway, they don't have shoes on. There's actually a couple reasons. One of the reasons that they do deliver them without shoes on is that the third rail shoe is designed that if they hit something, they break off. They're breakaway. So if the train hit a close clearance or something like that in shipment, or just the very act of loading them onto rail cars, that you could break the shoes off, and then you broke a set of shoes, which is not a bad thing. It doesn't break anything other than the shoe, but it's a pain in the ass. And then you're going to end up putting them on anyway. so just easier. Yeah, I don't know why they truck deliver the subway cars at this point. They didn't used to. It's a fairly new thing. Okay, so that's about as tight a spot as there is. It still opens up the back cars. And somebody f***ed up and the platform's a little too short. Remember, a lot of subway systems aren't connected to mainline rail anymore. I mean, this New York City subway is, but only in like one spot. I think it's once a day it's used. Oh, you gotta be me. I haven't run these in a long time, if you can't tell. The one time I don't want to be crossed over you can't keep setting the overspeed alarm off once I've got the train past a certain brake notch. It's in suppression. It suppresses that damn alarm. Hi, how are you? Can I run one thing in this game without getting pissed off and going on a rant? Or am I just doomed to every time I play this game getting pissed at something and complaining about it and yelling? Hey, I'm threes. See, even the sound is f***ed up. Come on! Each car... What the... Ah! There's only one way to answer this. Dovetail Games makes Train Sim World the most accurate simulator and production companies ever. The only thing they can get right is that the stupid alarm goes off at 80. You can't even figure that out right on the M3s, because half the time you clear it, and when you go to take power again at 78, the thing frickin' dumps you with no warning. Sorry, I'm calm now. Stupid game. So far, the majority of the streams that I've been doing have been Train Sim World Long Island Railroad. And that's sort of because of all the new stuff for it. It's not going to stay all Long Island Railroad. It's not going to stay all Train Sim World. One of the live streams that I'm thinking of doing is actually going to be using X-Plane Simulator. For those of you who don't know, I'm a pilot. Currently a furloughed pilot, but a pilot. And some of the content that I want to do is actually using X-Plane, where I do know how to actually fly the planes and plan to show what it's like to fly either long distance or even short stuff, and maybe you can teach a little bit about it. I was a flight instructor for a while. I'm currently furloughed from a commuter airline, so I do know quite a bit about what I'm talking about. And I'm going to be doing some streams based around that. They will be also in this 4 o'clock time slot, or is that what I'm doing? Yeah, 4 o'clock time slot that I've been using for quite a while. Oops. This week. I'm going to be trying to put daily live streams out every day at 4, as I've been doing. And, yeah. Not that we're in a stream or anything, I'm just, mentioning it. So it'll be about 4 p.m. Every day. And a lot will be Train Sim World, some will be Train Simulator. I do have the London Underground Metropolitan line now for it, but I can't get it to work right. Just because I need to read the manual. It's Train Sim Pro stuff. It's pro stuff. So, yes, the subway is connected in 2 spots, but try running over the rail lines by Costco on 3rd Avenue. There's nothing left back there. If you could go through there at 5, you're lucky, without coming off. Where are we going? We're a Penn train. Penn trains leave from track 2. Or track 1, depending what they are. Brooklyn trains leave from track 3, not Penn trains. See, I feel sometimes like they wanted to get creative. Be like, well, we don't want to make everything the same all the time. Except that's how this railroad runs. Like, there's certain things on the Long Island Railroad that never change. So why are we reinventing the wheel here when it's supposed to simulate the Long Island Railroad? Yeah, no, they don't never use it, but it's not very usable. Hold on one second. The f*** was that? Sorry. We're back. Hey, more trees. Coming from Brooklyn. That have the headlights on dim, so they only have the bottoms on, which... Well, actually, in that paint scheme, those wouldn't be there, but they're not barking up the totally wrong tree. I don't recall the M3s being this loud. Or did somebody just crank... Way back? I don't remember the M3s being quite this loud unless someone just cranked the aircon on this train way up. Like, why is this so loud? Okay, what the heck was that? Whatever, I've given up asking some of that stuff as if I really want to know the answer. Hey. Like, I didn't even have the damn window open, it was that loud. Yeah, that window's shut. No, there wasn't. It was just meh, meh. Like, what the was that? Man, I gotta really get the editing going when I get this video put out. Next stop is New York Penn. Fair enough. Why the hell did you bring us all the way over to track 3 just to go all the way back over again? Doesn't make any sense. Train Sim World, the most accurate simulator ever. Wait, sound fades though? I mean, sound usually just cuts off, right? That's how it works. The train goes by, the horn goes, doesn't fade. I would love to see some third party show up and make the Long Island Railroad for Trace Sim 2020 at this point. Oh, I'd laugh so hard. Really? I mean, it's bad on PC, but that sounds a lot worse. I mean, if you look at the reviews for this thing on Steam, they're pretty trashed. But also, it should, if you're going to claim you're making the premier simulator, it should be correct. People have sent them the damn files to make the horn sounds right. So, like, that's what I don't get. Is, like, I understand that if you're not from New York, you don't know, and it's sort of okay, you know. But that's not okay anyway, because then you're just false advertising people. But as soon as, so you know how Dovetail Games does a release, like a pre-release live stream talking about the route and doing a little running on it? I commented on that video, this horn is wrong, And then I replied to my own comment because I thought of it a minute later. I have the horn. I can give you the files. Contact me. They have it. You know that horn that I keep hitting that people like? That, they can have that recording. Yeah, I'll give it to him. Yeah, that is how the M3. That's actually recorded on an M3. Yeah, that's what they're supposed to sound like. They can have that exact recording or any of the others they want from my YouTube videos. I have plenty of front window, railfan window footage that they can have. But that's how wrong it is. The horn that I have in the game right now that you've heard me play on the M3s is the updated sound pack somebody put out. And it's close. But that's the actual horn. It's a Leslie RS2M, and the sound pack that came out is using one. But the way that they enclosed it, or however the car reverberates it, changes the sound a little bit. And that's what makes it so unique to these cars. And the thing that the horns are missing on the simulator is that stereotype squeak that the M3 horn has. When you listen to the horn, it makes this like squeak as you're opening the valve. They don't do that in the game, and that's one of the things that's like instantly recognizable as one of these. As one of those. Okay, what was that? Please tell me everyone heard that sound. That was one of the most ridiculous sounding things I've ever heard in my life. What is there, 10 feet of space between those cars? Holy crap. What was what? The sound the M3s made when they went by. I mean, it sounds like an alarm with a socks shoved in it or something. They should have made a long route with the Northeast Corridor with the Acela fleet, but did they? No, they made, let's see, Newark Airport to New Rochelle. Where is Newark Airport to New Rochelle useful? Nothing, because nothing stops at Newark Airport and New Rochelle. I always forget there's a speed limit drop here. Got it. At some point, I feel like I heard them say, or somebody say, that if they made them longer, people wouldn't be interested for that long. Like, people don't have long enough attention span for stuff. Like, I don't know about you guys, but personally, if you made New York to run, like New York Penn to run, Montauk, once I remember how to talk, I would be more than happy. It can't be a game engine problem. It's using Unreal 4. I think it's a lazy developer problem. Where the hell did that train just come from? What the? What is with this game and giving you speed codes that are fine to all of a sudden tanking you to 15? Like, the whole point of cab signaling is that you get a gradual slowdown. I gotta delete the sound pack and see if that fixes that horrific fan problem, and some dude in that train just disappeared. But like, the whole point of the way the Long Island Railroad is signaled is that you don't just get, you don't have to go to whole signal blocks to get speed code changes. This thing is ridiculous. 60, 15, that's not how this works. Why is he crossing in front of me anyway? Another one? Oh, I don't have a choice. I'm crossing in front of him, I guess. Like, into him. I mean, at this point, I don't trust when they stop you for 10 seconds, because every time they do, I end up sitting somewhere for an hour. That signal should not net a 60. I'm gonna do it because I run by what the trains tell me. The train tells me, but that signal does not tell me 60. Now I got a 40. What the bleep? I'm gonna bleep that anyway. Is this about? That was interesting. Okay, I'm so confused at this point. So one of the trains went to line 2. One's going in 4, and it looks like we're gonna go 4 as well. Clear signal. We're good for 60. Let's go. Oh no, I think we're going in 2 here. Where are we going? I don't even know. We'll find out. Yeah, we're going to line 2. Oh, the M3s are going to Long Island City. They're making Hunters Point Ave. You know what? my screen just turned white. Like my front windshield. Train Sim World, the most accurate simulator ever. Why can't I see out the end of the tunnel right now until I get close and then it disappears? Again, the only thing they can get right is if that number gets high. Yeah, I don't know. Hey look, it's the light at the end of the tunnel coming around the corner, which is weird because this tunnel doesn't end here. It just turns into Penn Station. So what do we think of the pulsing tunnel sounds? What happens if I open the window? Now we get the weird tunnel sounds and the outside tunnel sounds. Okay, start slowing down. So we're gonna go left when we get out of the tunnel. World of Subways 4. Yeah. Not very accurate. Isn't that the one that had like 4 or 5 points on the controller? Where are we going? Amtrak just lost its mind. New Jersey Transit's going postal. I don't know how I get a 60 code in here. Right, Long Island Railroad uses track 7. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, this happens every day. No, it doesn't. World of Subways 4 had, like, all the World of Subways games have so many problems. Objective complete. Get out. Last stop. Is actually gonna make me lock the doors. Well done. That completes this duty. The train is sticking through the platform. Like, can I point that out, that the train is sticking through the platform? Like, pretty badly. I got a gold!